Former national team coach Mike Mutebi was impressed with the Cranes' display against Egypt on Saturday. He argues that the Cranes put up a spirited fight and matched the Egyptians well, but eventually it came down to experience.
They were better than us, experience-wise. Okay, like you said, 7-time champions. Most of their players play in some of the leading clubs in the world. You know, every Saturday, every weekend, they're rubbing shoulders with top-class footballers in the world. So that experience had to come up at the end. So I think we can't say we're unlucky, no. They're more experienced than us.
Mutebi is of the view that the players need to be more tactically disciplined.
Understanding of the game. It is very important that the players understand the game. There's one thing, having the talent and understanding how to play the game. Tactically, tactical organization. You see, we still lack that. Okay, we still lack that, and I think that's where we went wrong.
He, however, believes that the team should not be overhauled as many of them are in the prime of their careers. The coach also says the younger generation should be brought in to learn from the older players.
I still believe we cannot overhaul the whole team, but we can bring in players properly. Which areas do we need to replenish, especially the areas of attacking. You know, there are some emerging young center forwards, about 10 of them. Maybe we have to look at those ones, and you know, because the problem we have to solve is scoring goals. There's one thing also, scoring goals, but creating chances. Even the chances we create are not enough.
Mutebi adds that the players should be gradually groomed for the national team.
If these players are well looked after, well nurtured, maybe in the next 5 years, you're going to have 200 very good, well-prepared, well-developed, well-nurtured players that can solve the problem we have been having.
When Cranes striker Mohamed Shaban was brought in to replace captain Geoffrey Massa in the second half of the game against Egypt, many fans thought that Mitchell was wrong to introduce the 19-year-old in such a big game, but Mike Mutebi hails Mitchell for taking that decision.
Why he was brought in, why he was taken, the idea was a young center forward to replace the old ones, because there are two old center forwards there, old, literally. Massa and who? Geoffrey Serunkuma. And when the coach decided that, instead of Geoffrey, because he brought in Geoffrey, now this time he said, no, let me put this boy in there. He's trying to tell us, it is your time. These people, he's looking forward and saying, maybe Shaban's generation is high time they came in the team. And that is the statement he's giving to the old ones, but he's not telling the old ones to give up.
Mutebi says the team's participation at the 31st edition of the Africa Cup of Nations has not only added experience to the players but also the coaching staff. He reckons there'll be a much better side come Cameroon 2019.